Allegory of the Battle of Lepanto was painted by Paolo Veronese in 1572, just 1 year after the great sea battle it depicts. It is divided into two scenes sectioned by a horizontal line. The upper portion features multiple saints interceding with Mary. On the far left is St. Peter with the keys to the kingdom. Next to him is St. Roch. In the middle is St. Mark, identified by the lion next to him, and St. Justina. Between them is Venice, symbolized by the woman in white, called the Serenissima or the Most Serene. The bottom half of the painting is dominated by vertical, dark and light streams. The left side contains more light streaks and is the side featuring the Holy League ships, mostly those of Venice. The right side features the Turkish ships, and they are shrouded in darkness. A flaming arrow from an angel falls toward them. The two portions of the painting are very distinct, with the upper register being featured much more prominently and clearly than the lower portion. The lower half is darker and harder to see. The figures are small and their efforts are dominated by the upper half. The figures there seem larger than life, portraying what exactly is most important in this battle. Don John of Austria, the admiral of the Holy League's fleet in the Battle of Lepanto, considered this to be more of a spiritual battle than a temporal one, and acted as such. Mary was placed at the forefront of the battle, as Pope Pius requested all of Christian Europe pray the Rosary for victory. The Pope's role leading up to this battle is part of St. Peter's role in the painting. A replica of the tilma of Guadalupe, which had resulted in so many millions of conversions in America, was St. Don John of Austria, who placed it on the ship which would see the heaviest fighting. The tilma features Mary standing atop a crescent, the symbol of the Muslims. All the soldiers were given a rosary before the battle and were praying it quietly in the morning. This painting itself was commissioned by a survivor of the battle who attributed its success and his life to the Blessed Virgin. Each of the other saints had a specific purpose explaining his or her presence in the painting. St. Mark is the patron saint of Venice and represents St. Peter on mission, providing for his place in the image, and part of St. Peter's. St. Justina of Padua became a secondary patroness to Venice, following Lepanto, which occurred on her feast day. The Serenissima, or Venice herself, is present next to St. Mark too, providing a triple presence for the most significant contributor of the Holy League. Her face cannot be seen as she is a city, but her prayerfulness is shown. The cult of St. Roch had a large following in northern Italy, the region that the painting was made and where Venice is located. The population of Venice, with this devotion to St. Roch, would have asked for his intercession. They all incline their eyes to Mary. It is through her, the Queen of Heaven, that victory would come, as she has been given a role as Queen of the universe. The masts of the ships are all diagonal, but in opposite orientations, signifying the conflict between the Muslims and the Holy Leagues and distinguishing the fleets from one another. The light and dark rays make vertical lines connecting heaven to earth in the painting. They represent divine favor and curse upon the battle. The light rays fall upon the Holy League, who are victorious. It can be seen that wherever the dark rays touch the earth, the Muslims begin to lose. The fiery arrow that an angel casts down on the Muslims makes this even more clear. The allegory of the Battle of Lepanto is a depiction of the great influence of the spiritual world on the temporal one, particularly the effects of this on the Battle of Lepanto, but also in life in general. It shows the effects of the mode of thought that the Holy League had during this battle. It portrays how a person with a properly inclined mind would have seen this battle. Veronese clarifies through the clearness and scale of the upper and the lower portions just which part of reality has a greater importance, while summarizing how they both play their role in the divine plan.